So clearly you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Crimsonly Royal. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You abscond during one of your ballot company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole abroad this vessel, which could have been easy. The Borea is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Did she really have snuck on board without being noticed? Excuse me. In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old man, and you intended to sever all links of your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That veritable tingling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. Shit.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I'm sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself? Since no one else would recognize me. As a result, he transferred himself into the questionable old man. I see.
Yes.
I put on fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper, right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At the precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You were right, it is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, he'll say any of this to the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night.
Yes, alright. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes' great... Wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yeah. Just not entirely sure what. At least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing.
Oh, yeah? What?
Observe your wrists. Oh, we're back in the shackles, boys.
Ah! Your hands are cuffed again!
What?
But how?
True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When and why?
There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I had to find out what the speckled band that Kazumi-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
How you doing, Miss Pavlova? Okay. Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmates told me this morning when I was eating breakfast.
The man who died, he was a friend of mine.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking?
Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that happened.
Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they could find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. You run away from your ballet? Is it? Give me Google Translate. Ballet. I am right. I don't know if you guys heard that, but ballet. It's ballet. I was right.
You run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes. I am traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America.
Hey, yo, we know a thing or two about America. Hey, yo.
I'll never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
My accent is awful, I'm sorry. You wish to forget a challenging proposition when you have the striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gave me only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes, and the crew of the ship, they've all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum.
Yes, it does.
It does?
What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yeah, of course. We should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum? I'm not sure, but... Ah, you bastards. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Burrow stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's right, of course. So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It's just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard.
That is not your business. Ah, fuck, I forgot it. Russian accent. Give me the. That is not your business. I don't know. I forgot how to do Russian. I literally just forgot. All my racism, it's all going away. Oh no. Joking. I'm not a racist, I promise. Yes, you're right. He does seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry? What was that?
This is how the Russian newspaper described in one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens, because I am an angel.
Saying English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yeah, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. So the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they find out my precious...
Then the burly Russians will bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? Is it? Isn't it?
Maybe an adorable little rabbit? I know what it is. Ha! You credit Russian as a land for small rabbits, do you?
Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then?
You may well ask. I have no idea. Ha! You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of ballerinas' friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken.
Really?
Considering the benefits. A rousing wake-up call. Daily fresh eggs. And when adversity strikes, it can satisfy the need of sustenance. So you eat your friends. I'll remember that. It's not chicken. I know it is. It's the... I don't want to say it, but... It would appear that friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Yes, the speckled band, most likely. This is the diary of my friend who passed away.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote it in last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:28, 3 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few moments later, 1:35 a.m. when it looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilation grill. Grill with an E, by the way.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilation he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh! Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, it's the Russians. Mr. Roy. Mr. Roy. Oh, hold on, give me a second. I think I got it. Excuse me, Mr. Roylat. Yes, what? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please.
All right, I will come now.
What? You must leave. Now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylat.
Get out! The passenger said out, or do you want to be thrown out? Oh, it looks like we'll have to leave investigating the cabin until later.
What a pity.
So we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway. How long is this episode? Oh, 15 minutes. No, we gotta go a little longer than that. 9th of January 9th, always month first. SS Borea, first class cabin passageway.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that.
I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what the speckled band might be.
We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine I won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past the sailor guarding the door.
It's clearly glaring at us as to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute.
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go?
Oh yes, he's completely disappeared.
When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring they were safe securely back on my wrist. Can't converse. We've already examined everything out here. It carries over from investigations. It doesn't used to do that back in the day. Oh, I can check the door.
That door leads to the second class area.
It's locked. I can't open it.
No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape.
Gosh, she came to a very stern look when she said that. And we can't go there, so Kazuma's cabin. Oh, I probably should have read that. I said that the last time, but I probably should have done it. Oh god, more Russians. Oh no. Someone, please. January 9th, at the burial, first class cabin number what? Looks like they're still investigating in here.
Oh, on that
Oh my god. Pavlova, is that you?
Oh, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed.
What do you mean, unscathed?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out on the cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'll lay his life on the line for you.
Oh, yeah. But I'm sure he is exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have something new information for us. You never know. Is he here? I don't see him here. Is he to the left? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Let's see, just check and do a quick check around. That has new information. So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yes, that's right.
And just a few moments before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from it. The speckled band, as he described it.
If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but seemed to be baffled as we are.
Yeah, I wonder if she's telling us everything, though.
I'm not sure.
I know most people aboard would say the same thing about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me. Bump, bump, bump. Oh my god, no, please. No, I don't want to reinvestigate everything. Okay, that's all good, that's all good. That's all good. Okay, it's just those two. All the books provided for passengers occupying this cabin, neatly arranged on the shelf.
They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, and you tidied them up, didn't you?
You have to look after the ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabin leads to danger.
Damage. Danger too, probably. It really wasn't me who knocked them over.
Well, anyway, I feel much better now that they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Suzuto. This is what Kazuma spent his final moments writing his diary.
128.
Yeah, I don't need to say it. Oh my god, yes. It looks like a speckled band. But I'm not gonna skip it, because I ain't no chump. Looking at his writing here on this page, it's almost impossible to believe that he's gone.
Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words, I'm sure of it.
We have to, oh my god, we have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san. My phone just like fell. We will. Bum. Sorry, I was I was opening my water. Oh my god, Hosonaga, wait, buddy, why are you beat up? Oh yeah, I gotta give him the fake Russian accent. Oh, you're back. Huh, Inspector!
What happened to you? Your face is...
Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches. Made by a bear, maybe. When I told the captain I'd given you permission to investigate. Is this fucking Italian or Russian? He told me to pummel me with his fist and then toss me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. Looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line for us.
Thanks to your efforts, we're now learning a little bit about the neighboring cabin.
Yes, so you understand.
Oh?
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Sherlock Holmes? I don't think he was German, though. No. Ah, that explains it.
Shall we compare notes then? Can you tell us what you think you found out?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god.
Wait. What? Nikolina Pavlova, she's in the cabin next door.
Oh. Do you know who she is?
Please.
What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know what the graceful angel. Oops, I think I upset him there. Oops.
Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case, at least.
Oh, how?
Because the angels don't go around committing crimes, do they?
Oops, now I've definitely upset him.
Inspector, has your investigation here provided fruitfully?
Fruitful? Oh my god, what the frick? What is going on here, bruh? Sorry.
If I'm honest, there's a little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed. Really the hell over the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here and trying not to take my eyes off the job.
This guy, remember, he's a terror. He's bad at accents. That's the thing. That's the absolute truth.
Oh, I see. There's one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
Oh, what? Oh.
Yes, tell us, Inspector, please. What is this new information you have, Inspector?
Is this?
The Bureau's medical officer finished his examination of the body and managed to obtain the report.
Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report?
Kazuma-sama. So, what was the cause of death?
Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report.
His neck was broken?
Yes, it would seem so.
There were no obvious wounds or any other signs of injury.
So at first, I think they were considering poison. It would have been really funny, but it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? They do not know.
Nothing has been found as yet. The fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark.
Oh, I see.
All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. Strong enough impact to the neck would induce death. It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left. Poor Kazuma.
I have certainly copied the report. If I may be useful, you are welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it is fine. I trust you. Wow. This Hosanaga trusts me, but Suzuto doesn't. They're really bros before hoes, am I right, lad?
Well, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I? Ah.
Yeah, I hope you feel like shit, Suzuto. Yeah, like you. From the postmortem report, a report from the SS Bureau medical officer giving the cause of death is a cervical spine injury. There was no traces of external injury or poison. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he? Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept around on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now that you mention it, yes, he just one thing, but he practically shouted it. His shoe polish was all he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant. It was when he was over. It was over there, but the piece of broken glass. Did you see? Perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark. Do you think? Ah, yes, that must be it. How could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? Tasted it, and then he died. That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is this, Suzuto-san? Well, presuming someone was wearing leather shoes for a very dark tan hue. Dark tan, sort of brownish red. Then... yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker after I repaired them for him. Oh, does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? The mark on the floor has been entered into the court record.